Hey retro lovers, welcome back to Sam's Retro Electronics, where we share our love for retro and vintage electronics. Today we're diving into this retro gem. It's the Panasonic RX-5025L. It's a portable stereo boombox from the 1980s. It's about 48 centimeters wide, 25 centimeters tall, and about 15 centimeters deep. It's fairly heavy with this handle on the top here. It's about 3.6 kilograms and about a kilogram heavier when you start adding in those D-cell batteries that every single one of these things always seems to take. Back in the early 1980s, Panasonic was pretty heavily active in the portable stereo market. This was the boombox era where these kind of large ghetto blaster style units, they could play radio, they could do cassette tapes, sometimes record as well, and they were designed for portability with the handle on top, but also this one succeeds in it. I think they were really made for display and style. I think this is beautiful with these lovely little chrome trims around the two speakers, in fact the four speakers, sorry. The little lights that we get here when we flick it over to radio mode. And I just got I'm a big fan of this sort of boxy style, this rectangular, sharp edge look. Really like it. It's kind of in your face without being too in your face. Simple but stylish at the same time, and I really, really like it. I've just noticed the little blue flash here as well. That's kind of cool, kind of 80s. If we look along the top, you'll notice that we've got the 4-band radio tuner. And on the side here, we also have the tuning and fine tuning knob. So the tuning on the top and the fine tuning knob. So low and high. Well, you heard us get the radio on earlier. Let's have a little flick on the top here. We've got the selector for 3 different modes. We've got, what have we got? Sleep. I'm not really sure why you would want to put it to sleep instead of off. Then you've got radio. And our volume on the top, which I desperately need to turn down. I did fit a replacement aerial onto this, and although it is sort of working, you can see it's not great, but it seems to be picking up a decent enough signal as it is. Well, let's have a little look at the tuner and then the fine tuner as well. Let's get this turned back onto radio. Yep, we're on, and volume up a little bit. You can see here we've got the volume dial as well on the front. Our level. Just got to be careful here, as you probably know, YouTube don't particularly like listening to big chunks of songs, so apologies in advance if I'm jumping ahead a little bit. All right, let's get the volume up, have a little tune, and I'll show you the tuning dial on the front as well. So we're on here, and we are on FM. So we're on about 101, 101 FM. Let's use the fine tuner and see what happens.
Intermezzo from Kodai's Harry Janosch with the Budapest Festival Orchestra, Ivan Fischer doing the conducting. Good afternoon, this is Classic FM.
Not much seems to be happening. I don't know if I'm missing something. Let me know in the comments if you think I might be missing something with the fine tuning. It does have a 0 on the top and then a low and a high. Perhaps I'm not doing something right there. Let me know. Back to the front, we do have the Force loudspeaker system configuration. So we've got the 2 woofers on the front here. About 5 inches wide, I would say, something like that. And the 2 tweeters on the top in that matching black and chrome grille, which I think look really nice on the sides there. On the top as well, we've got a few different selectors for the equalizer. So we've got ambience, stereo, and mono, and we'll have a little listen to those. But before we do, let's move over on the selector to tape. I've got a few different tapes to choose from here. I wonder which one you would choose. We have got number 1, classic Van Morrison, Beautiful South, and Neil Young. What are we going for? Let me know in the comments what you would have put on, or if there's another retro tape you would have or used to listen to on a system like this. I'm going to go Van Morrison, wood-handed. Let's see how that goes. We've got these nice big tactile buttons on the bottom. Of course, we've got the record, play, rewind, forward, stop, and pause. And as always, the nice clunky eject. Let's have a look. Chunky side first. Let's get side 1 in. Doesn't quite push in with one. Oh, yes, it does. All right, we are swapped over to tape. That means we should just have to press play and a bit of volume on the top. You can see our counter going up here as well. Thank you, Mr. Morrison. So on the top here, we have a few settings. We've got mono, stereo, and ambience. Let's flick between those. You might struggle to pick it up on my phone here, but I'll let you know if I can notice any subtle differences. The ambient setting is a bit like a wide stereo setting. It was on some of these RX models. The difference was to sort of create a sense of space. So it was supposed to make the listener feel as if they're in a larger room by making specific sound sources in the recording feel further apart. So a bit like a stereo wide that you might see on others. It's supposed to sort of spread the sound more smoothly across the wider stereo field. So when I listen to it, if I'm totally honest, it kind of just feels clearer and possibly a little bit louder. Let's skip ahead. And let's see if you notice a little difference. Let's get the volume up. We're on ambience, stereo, and mono. I don't know what you were able to pick up there. For me, stereo and mono pretty much sounded the same. If we work back up through, you might also hear a little jump up in ambience as well. Let's have a listen. So we'll start on mono and I'll flick through them. Let's listen to a Van Morrison classic for this last test. Bit of volume, and we're starting on mono. Stereo and ambience. To me, it sounds as if this second speaker wakes up a bit on ambient mode. Well, for me, born in the 1990s, this 1980s bit of kit is just a real compelling piece of that Japanese engineering that I just wasn't around for growing up as a kid. It looks really cool. It sounds pretty good, to be honest. Not perfect, but decent. And whether you're a collector or an enthusiast, I think this is just a brilliant piece of kit to have. I think I'm going to keep hold of it for quite a while. I'd love to hear if you had a boombox similar to this, or if you had this exact model, or let me know in the comments section below what you'd love to see that would remind you of your growing up. Thanks again. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be uploading another video of something retro or vintage, possibly from your childhood.